Hey, wrestling fans, what's going on? This is your boy, Mr. Team Brady, coming from WCC Wrestling Commentary Central on this Sunday, pay-per-view Sunday, WWE Battleground. I have my co-host, Mr. Maurice. How you feeling tonight, man?
Doing good. And just want to say that WWE. I don't mean to jump the gun here, but y'all may be getting a few requests for some refunds. Well, if y'all saw the pay-per-view, y'all know why. But we'll get into that in due time.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of break down some of the highlights of WWE, because there's a lot to really talk about this pay-per-view. Now, WWE Battleground was an experimental pay-per-view. It was pretty much this was the debut pay-per-view, whether it was going to make it or break it. And by the way we have seen it tonight, I think it's going to be, they're going to break this pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying, because this is pretty much going to go down as one of the pay-per-views that was an epic fail, especially toward the end. Now, the overall pay-per-view was pretty decent, you know what I'm saying. There was a couple of matches that were good. One of the most disappointing pay-per-view, or one most disappointing matches, had to been the RVD Alberto match. I would have thought that this match would have went on a little bit longer. It would have been a little bit more violent, but for some reason it came up a very big short. And, especially to RVD standards, RVD is, of course, a legend when it comes to hardcore wrestling. But in this match against Alberto, it seemed like Alberto was, he took over this match. And was I impressed? No, not at all. What you think?
Yeah, I had to admit, on this one that, you know what, this was the type of match that, if I could flash back, this was the type of match where, you know how when Mick Foley and Randy Orton had their hardcore match back in the day? This is what they should have done with Del Rio and RVD. Was because we've seen glimpses of the hardcore Del Rio, but we needed that one impact moment where it's damn, this Del Rio, he been lying on the snake for a minute, because I want to see this dude had it in him all along, but it's just he was just waiting for the right time to let it go. And I was I thought this match would have done it, but
it turned out to be really turned out to be an epic fail. Yeah. So to add to Red's question, was the pay-per-view that bad? Yes and no. It was, like I said, it was kind of 50-50, and I'm glad that my bro B-Dub came in, because I really want to get his insight on this too. So there was another match that they should have never put on the card, but they did anyway. It was Santino and the Great Khali versus the Un-Americans. I think the only thing that was really interesting about this match, I believe, was the
swing.
The swing. That's
hey, remember Leon was doing the Popeye.
The hell?
Yo. By the way, I'm going to say something about this again. Yeah, WWE, we need another check here to Wrestle Commentary Central, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Chris, is Doug on the line by any chance?
You said what?
Is Doug on the line by any chance?
No, not yet.
No, Doug not coming back.
Doug went to bed.
Oh. No,
that early?
What happened.
Never mind.
I put this, because I remember when I saw Doug post about this match being added to the card, I was hold on, you know what's going to happen? They're going to work this. Yeah, they probably just put it on if Cesaro's going to swing on Khali, and they're sure enough, when I saw that happen, I'm damn it, they did it to me. Damn it, they did it to us again.
But remember,
Right.
Man, dude, they had that in the works probably once they made the match. That's why they thought of it. So you know what'd be funny? Let them swing Big Khali. Like, oh, okay. That's the only reason why they can put that on the pre-show.
Right, and then the fucked up thing about it is the swing was so lazy. I mean, it was delivered, but then when he threw him down, it was so lazy. I mean, the motherfucker's that big, and like, okay, you throw him down like a little baby, like, oh my god, I'm like done throwing this big motherfucker around, and like he puts him down, and then he gets a 1, 2, 3. I'm like, really? I'll say, oh, that puts him
you know
down.
what though? He should just bring back the neutralizer. What happened to that move? He picked Khali up for a neutralizer before.
Well, the thing is, the WWE, I get. Oh, wait a minute, the neutralizer, where that move that what's that, AJ Styles used?
No,
yeah, like it's similar to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
He lift him up and throw him back down.
He used that Wednesday on Brodus Clay after he got through swinging him.
Yeah,
so he's gonna swing the Big Show next or something.
Probably, but I heard that he was supposed to be going face though. From what they told us, that he was supposed to be going face.
The fans love the big swing.
About it. Well, I wouldn't be surprised about it because I've always said this about Cesaro. It's like that the dude is just a freak when it comes to his strength, and it's like, yo, people just like dig this dude. People just dig this dude because between the swing, the neutral, and them uppercuts, I'm like.
But wait, hold on, not to cut you off, but you forgot about a move, the Argentino Slam, the spinning Argentina that you told me about with him.
Oh yeah, when he do that UFO move too.
Yeah, that move is fucking sick.
Man, that dude hasn't done it in WWE though, but
because you know how Vince is when it comes to
him getting over on your popular baby faces. He can't take away. He can't be a show stealer.
Right, and then especially you come from the Indies too. Vince is very kind of funny when it comes to that.
Simplify your move sets, But the same thing with Daniel Bryan, it was like, well, shoot, you might as well allow him to use his other, moves in his resume, to do some
Daniel Bryan.
But you know what, though? If Daniel Bryan was to use his real move set like he used in ROH, he'd be winning every damn match. Because his move set in ROH is just that damn sick.
I could believe it. I mean, because like I said, like Daniel Bryan is sick. That's why he's like on top of the food chain right now. But let's go to this next match. This match was the funniest fucking shit I've seen this year. That was Kofi versus
Bray Wyatt.
The Wyatt family.
Yeah, the Wyatt family. That botch was hilarious. I don't know if you were trying to crawl like a spider, but midway, this motherfucker fell, and me and my friends was rolling.
We were rolling.
He was trying to. I said, what he was trying to do, like the exorcism or some shit.
Yeah, I had to tell him to rewind that shit. I was like, y'all need to rewind that.
Yeah, we kept rewinding like 4 times, and we were just like, is this man is trying to be like a spider or trying to like? I mean, this shit was cold. The shit would have been cold if he wouldn't have failed. If he wouldn't have failed, it would have been cold. I mean, for real. I mean, of course, Mr. Wyatt, he won, but, still, the match was, pretty decent.
Well, what move was he going for, though, with that, though?
I don't know, dude. Like,
it got to be a reason behind that move, behind him doing that.
But he's scary.
It was just another shock value to make you like, what was that? That was something, crazy, something scary or something.
I mean, that move is scary. I mean, come on now. I'm laying down, and you up there looking at me upside down, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's supposed to be creepy. Yeah,
he is creepy, but I didn't really watch all that match because Ro know why. But
yeah, dog, you was on Facebook doing your match.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyway, don't be hating. All right, so we go to this. Probably the match of the night, probably the Rose family versus Shield. It was a very good match.
Show, really. That should have been the main event.
Yeah, that should have really been the main event. We
or at least
really,
second somewhere in there.
We really got
a hard card.
we really got a glimpse of how, you know, the Rose family really worked as a tag team, and they were good, and they took, you know, Shield to the extreme. I mean, for real. I mean, it was a really, really good match. I was very impressed. They won that match, and they got their jobs back, and, you know, now the big question is, like, what happens now? Goldust got a job, Cody is back on the roster, and their father is still, I guess, training, you know, the next Tomorrow Star. So,
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we have hopefully, I don't know if Dustin's going to finally drop the Goldust gimmick. I don't know. But it's like, hey, just let's see the Rhodes Boys as tag team champions.
Nah, man, they said Dustin's going to be an agent, you know. Dustin's going to go back to NXT where he, you know, back what he's been doing, and Cody going to be a mid-card as usual.
I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, but Cody, he got some potential to be, you know, a main eventer. It's just,
Man, people been saying that for years, and what that got him now, you know? Come on.
Yeah, but we've been saying them during the wrong years, man. We've been saying that like when he came in. Like let's let the dude develop. Well, now he has developed a little bit, so it's like.
Because I was about to say, Maurice, like, how much more development do he need?
Right, man.
I mean, look at Miz. He didn't have too much development before he came WWE champion. This motherfucker was used as
the same thing with Dolph and Cody. It's kind of like they both been, like, at the same level. You know, like, okay, who's going to, you know, take it to the next level? You know, who's going to be the main event? You know, they've been kind of neck and neck and kind of been stuck in this little mid-card limbo, you know.
I agree. So then we go to Punk versus Ryback. What can I say? I didn't even watch it. I'm not going to even lie. And it wasn't because of Punk, because Punk is one of my favorite superstars, but this overall match, boring. Didn't care for it.
Oh, then again, look who's his opponent.
Right, Ryback. And Ryback, it's a reason why, you know, the folks in Buffalo, if I didn't say, they were live in Buffalo. Buffalo, throughout the match, was saying, Ryback, you cannot wrestle. And he proved that tonight.
Yeah. By the way, I like to note the irony that for once this chance came along, and it wasn't during the John Cena match. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay. So then we go to the main event, Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. Now get this, peoples. When the main event came on, everything went black. And it wasn't just DirecTV, Time Warner Cable, AT&T. No. This was worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah, this was worldwide.
Okay,
so I was like telling my friend, like, you know, you didn't pay your cable today, you know, and she almost slapped me. But really, you know, so we was like trying to really figure out like what the fuck was going on, and then across the screen it said, you know, we are sorry for the inconvenience, for the technical difficulties, and blah 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 blah. And then Roosevelt, he tells me that they're actually experiencing a worldwide outage everywhere. Oh, so it's not just Wisconsin? They said it was everywhere in the world.
Hey,
so we were pissed.
We thought it was just DirecTV. Yeah.
Right. So when we found this out, it was a breath of fresh air. And then when they came back on, we seen the announcer in the ring like looking stupid. So then the match started. This was another match that I didn't really care for. I mean, I looked at it, you know, I was just like, okay, all right, cool. The match was a dull ending. Big Show came out, he punched everybody, including the referee. The shady referee that did the fast count last pay-per-view, he was brought out by Brad Maddox or whatever, and he was going to actually screw Daniel Bryan and, give Randy the 1, 2, 3, but that ended up happening. Big Show knocked him out too, and knocked out Randy Orton, and then it turned out to be a no contest. So, as we speak right now, everyone on Twitter was furious about this match ending up as a no contest. Do I agree with them? No, I do not. And the reason why is because this was a throwaway pay-per-view. Remind you, in 2 weeks, the Hell in the Cell is in 2 weeks.
Hell in the Cell, yeah.
So please don't bitch about this and say that you're going to get your money back, because you're not going to get your money back. This was a throwaway pay-per-view. Anybody else?
And just like you said, it had technical difficulties, and the people paid $44.95 and $54.95 for HD. Come on.
Yeah, so basically they lost. They lost about like $9.35 worth of pay-per-view with that blackout. So,
and matter of fact, and actually I had to crack up because Doug brought this up, and I was like, when I heard about it, like when I was hearing about this, it was going everywhere. I'm like, this is like, if y'all remember, like the Beware of Dogs pay-per-view, like back in the day when Shawn Michaels and Bulldog was supposed to have a fight, and like half of that pay-per-view blacked out.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's when like the Indian House pay-per-view was like only 2 hours. Yeah. It was between
that, the Halloween Havoc where they cut off the Goldberg DDP match at the end, and we didn't know who won until the next night on Nitro. Any other pay-per-view y'all could think of that where somebody lost the feed midway through? I was like, man, Battleground was pretty much that all put together.
So, guys, let me I'm reading some of these tweets, and this is very just wow. This one dude named Justin Walwack or whatever, he says that the crowd was very dissatisfied. There were chants of BS chants along with the boos at the end of the show. Benjamin Tucker, he says crowd booing Justin Roberts as he thanked the fans for coming. Some other dude, Drew something, he says that the crowd just kept booing, chanting bullshit. So, I mean, guys, do you think that, the fans really had did they have a reason to, boo them for, the fucked up ending? I mean, even though...
But I mean, hold on. Did they explain where Triple H and Stephanie were tonight?
No, not at all.
My thing is they gotta expect something like that because it was a throwaway pay-per-view.
If anybody should
hold on.
Oh, sorry. If anybody should be booed, it should be the guy who posted the ending to the pay-per-view in the group 13 hours before it happened. That's who should be booed.
What he did? What?
I don't know if anybody caught this, but me and I was reading the group, and dude posted a list of things that were supposed to happen at the end of the pay-per-view. Now, I thought there were no spoilers in this group. I mean, anybody with common sense knew that.
Well, see, he probably posted them knowing all of us was probably asleep when he did it. So.
Okay, but my thing is how is that possible? And this is a live pay-per-view.
No, you're talking about when the guy was talking about Big Show's going to do something at the end, but they were saying no spoilers.
He called it. He said Big Show's going to come out there and knock everybody out. I'm like, no, he literally sat there. I'm like, but you know what? I didn't bitch at him because I didn't want nobody, I'm telling Chris that he's on my case. Yeah.
I didn't, because, dude, for real, matter of fact, I was not on the WCC page. I was on Brawl's page, but I wasn't on the main page. So I didn't see what was going on. I was, we was having so much fun, it was ridiculous. So I didn't even...
Seriously, though, I don't think people should be mad about this pay-per-view because, it, like y'all said, it was a throwaway pay-per-view because you got to set up for the big pay-per-view, which is the Hell in the Cell match, which Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton are going to have in 3 weeks. So people shouldn't be mad at the end there.
And I'm going to tell you this right now because it's just Buffalo being Buffalo again. Because you know what? New York people, they never, if something go wrong or something don't go to their liking, they will go quick I ain't going to now. Just for the record, I do want to clarify. I am not saying this about every person in Buffalo or the entire state of New York, but yeah, most of y'all know the second something goes wrong and y'all don't like it, y'all ready to bitch like there ain't no tomorrow. And I was like, yep, I can see this happening right now. And if anybody do got to complain about something, whoever actually ordered the pay-per-view, not streamed it, yeah, they should have a complaint because I'm like...
and what about the ones that actually bought a ticket there live expecting they wanted to see something? They probably spent even more money.
Hold on. Nah, if you bought the ticket live, hold on. If you bought the ticket live, I want to address that. Okay, if something happened and the arena went dark, or I don't know, something happened there, like I just brought up earlier when the Doug brought up the In Your House pay-per-view. That I can understand. If nothing else other than that happened, then the people in the arena, they ain't got no right to be talking.
Yeah. That's true.
I guess they just didn't like the outcome, like a no contest.
But they got a full show though.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
The one thing I would say about the people in Buffalo, and I'm not dissing anybody here, but this was the same city that just saw their football team got beat by Cleveland, right? Not long ago. So they're already stewing off of that, and then I guess this kind of amped things up even more.
Shout out to our Buffalo listeners.
Yes. We're not being disrespectful. It's just y'all bitch too much. That's just the only thing.
Fuck it. I'm being disrespectful.
Just some more highlights or whatever. I did notice that the crowd was booing Kofi awfully a lot. And this is from Mr. B-Dub himself, said that he's basically a tool.
Utility player.
Well, like I said, New York's known for booing faces. This ain't nothing new. Like I said, in WWE, only sees him as a mechanic, a utility player.
Of course. Any house nigga is a mechanical tool. That's basically it.
The Miz is too. So
Miz is the type of, he's the mechanic tool that actually runs his mouth. Kofi is just, he's just in the field picking cotton.
Yeah, he's a happy jigaboo.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you saw Titus and Tenzai was doing the pre-show and suit and ties.
Exactly.
House
nigga, you picking cotton, you working, you're not getting anything. You're gonna put on beers and still not get a title shot.
Yeah, you're doing the millions of dollars for nothing.
Wow. It ain't the fact that Kofi is face though why he get booed. It's just he can't get away with being boring like John Cena can. Cena can be the most boringest character on television, and Cena's still gonna make WWE $6 million. Kofi Kingston is not gonna make WWE.
Of course. That goes with the difference between black and white. If you're caramel skin complexion
and all that.
Fuck the bullshit. But if you caramel skin complexion and you ain't like The Rock or anything, and you don't got that it factor, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
Right. So it ain't about black and white. It's about Kofi ain't got the it factor, man. Kofi couldn't sell paper or plastic bags, man.
Kofi would be fired if he couldn't cut the mustard, man. So it's not like he.
No.
It's something about him that he's still there.
Kofi is a good worker. Kofi can put on a great match. Kofi can fly around the ring like there's no tomorrow. But you give Kofi Kingston a microphone, he look like a jock with an SAT score. Like, I don't know what to do with this.
Hold on.
Motherfucker, all you gotta do is just talk.
Whoa.
I mean, what's hard about that?
But you know what? It's what Stone Cold said. Stone Cold said, okay, you use what they give you to get your foot in the door, all right? But then it's like, you think, like he said, you think I wanted to be the ringmaster or whatever?
Right.
When I first came in, he's like, I used to get my foot in the door. Then once I got in there, I spoke up on shit.
Right.
That would got him over.
Yeah, but at the same time, you see what happened to Zack Ryder trying to get you in the door. You see what.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kofi, if you want to be something else besides the dude who makes the highlight of the night during the Royal Rumble match with the dramatic entrances, yo, use your voice, brother. I'm about to say, you seem like you an educated. You seem like you an educated brother, but come on, man, you're going to be like the new Coco. You're going to be like the new generation Coco Beware, dude.
But I don't know, man. If we can't be complaining if Kofi's not complaining about it, you know.
But no,
of course he's not complaining because he's a house nigga that enjoys to be on television even for 15 seconds.
Man, this dude getting paid, you know, a couple zeros, some thousands of dollars a year. I mean, you know.
But my thing is, why in the fuck do you want to be another Virgil and you can be another Rock? Or I'm sorry, a Booker T.
Hey, Chris, you was like the first time,
He was a world champion.
They say he got to that status. He got to world champion status. He didn't get to WWE champion status, but still.
Kobe not even world champ status, man.
Has Kofi ever gotten a one-on-one title match for the WWE or World Heavyweight belt for that matter?
No, and he never will.
Kofi never had a one-on-one shot.
He got the one-on. No, he never did.
You can't take Kofi.
And even if he has had a one-on-one title match, that was years ago. It's been so long since.
Not for the title.
He had never had a title shot.
Kofi ain't never had a
title shot.
Not
one.
Not for the WWE or World title.
No,
the last one who got that was Precious 2.0.
I mean, he probably got to WWE Championship #1 contender probably, but
he got like in
the match,
and like that elimination chamber type thing, you know.
Chamber matches.
Elimination chamber. But didn't Edge beat him up that year though?
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Who just said something about the elimination chamber? Because you know what? That's where he was supposed to have his shot, but then Edge jumped him.
Yeah, so Edge
took his spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he got
that's because he took his lunch money. That's why.
He didn't get it.
Wait a minute, but didn't Kofi get a shot at it a year later in Elimination Chamber?
And for the WWE.
Yeah, that's why the next year he kept looking behind his back because he thought that Edge was going to attack him again.
No, I remember somebody was saying that he was a tool or he can never win the big one. I think that went at the Miz talking to him like that.
Yeah, that was the Miz, and that's when he got his ass whooped. He said that he really went off on Miz.
On never beat champion, and all that.
Yeah, and that's when Kofi busted his eye open with that Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah, he really kicked the shit out of him, dude. Now this was like 2 years ago.
Man.
Keep his head in, hit his head like a golf ball. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I think he kind of meant that when he hit that stiff shot, man.
It was like because normally it goes pow. Kofi went pow.
It's like he was on the Ghana national soccer team. The way he kicked Miz's head.
Good.
Head was bobbed. That was just completely bogus.
Man.
So now that Hell in a Cell is in 2 weeks. Well, before we even talk about Hell in a Cell, let's talk about tomorrow. So what's so you think Big Show's gonna be fired tomorrow?
No,
because they gonna throw out something like, you said Triple H I told you to go out there and knock Randy Orton out. I told you to go out there and knock Daniel Bryan out, blah blah blah. But then Big Show's gonna be like, well, you told me to knock him out, but you didn't say I couldn't knock out Randy Orton, some shit like that.
No, I think it's gonna be Randy and D-Bry at Hell in a Cell with Big Show as the referee, and Triple H gonna say you gotta do the right thing, or you're gonna get fired, or I'm gonna rip your mortgage up or something, Do what's best for business.
How you gonna rip his mortgage up? And he supposedly paid for it. Like he to take the bank off.
This is where WWE gets horrible. It's like, you want me to believe that the Big Show worked here and he's broke. Man, if
he worked over 20 years in the WWE at that, and he's broke.
Yeah, so he spent a lot of gambling.
Because they think that we're stupid. That's the thing. They think that we're stupid. We never, it's crazy.
Hey, you know what else is you know what else is screwed up in this whole thing? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but at Extreme Rules, didn't Randy Orton punt the shit out of the Big Show, and they have not had this man interact with him since he came back until tonight?
Yeah, because he know that shit will get real.
Hey, but if you think about it, who's to say that they won't kind of include that as part of the reason that show knocked him out? It's like, motherfucker, you think I forgot about what you did to me at Extreme Rules? That was payback.
Well, he did put his hands on him tonight. He pushed him.
No, because you know how WWE use the irrelevant factor. If it happened,
and they don't do their continuity and stuff with that.
Yeah, if it happened 6 months ago,
that would be logic.
I don't see what the problem would be in bringing that up, because show really hadn't before show.
No continuity, man. You should know that by now, Doolin.
Okay, Doolin, look. All right, wait, Doolin, look, okay? Remember, Undertaker got buried by NXT. Shit didn't happen.
Right. Undertaker got buried.
He got buried by the Nexus.
Undertaker got buried by the Nexus, and Triple H was beat up by Sheamus. But guess who wrestled at WrestleMania? Triple H and The Undertaker. Sheamus was not on the show and was there for the tag match. None of that was supposed to happen.
Man, Undertaker could get run over by...
Yeah, just like when Undertaker got powerbombed by the Shield. I mean, when he comes back, it's going to act like that never happened.
I just realized something. Actually, remember Taker and Kane helping each other out despite the fact that Kane buried Taker? Yeah, and it was in his match with Kane that he got buried by the Nexus, and who was it helping him out? Who was it being on the same side as him? Kane, months later.
Yeah. The Undertaker got beat up by the Shield, and they just seemed to say, man, like, who knows what happened to dude?
And Undertaker's going to come back to fight right back at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's what got happened.
By the way, y'all, just for the record, Chris, I think is Hell in the Cell actually on the 20th or is it the 27th?
I think it's the 26th or the 27th, I believe.
27th.
No.
27th.
Okay.
27th, yeah.
All right, so it's 3 weeks, okay.
Because Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, because I was thinking, hold on, wait a minute, because I was trying to remember because I knew, like, Bound for Glory was 20th, so it's like, wait a minute. Because I know that's the other thing. That's the other thing is I was like, oh, shit, because they're going to have Hell in the Cell and Bound for Glory back-to-back. I'm like, way to go, WWE.
No, Hell in the Cell is always the same week that the video game drops. It's always the same week the video game drops. And the video game drops the 29th.
Got it.
Yeah. And I will be outside, and I will be outside at my midnight release.
I want to say this, though. Like, if WWE, I want to go on the record. Yo, WWE screws up Hell in a Cell, I'm going to guarantee you right now Survivor Series will not have a high buy rate.
Battleground shouldn't really have a high buy rate, man. But that's what they trying to gear. They're thinking about Survivor Series, like what we're going to do. Everything between now and Survivor Series is filler.
Yeah, okay. It's like I think Battleground and Hell in a Cell is like buying time to build up for Survivor Series.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah, I think they just gonna like do something epic for Survivor Series. You know, that's just like killing time. You know.
They're going to need something epic for it because
this is just like an appetizer before the main course. You know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. The pay-per-view is called Hell in a Cell, and it's going to have only one Hell in a Cell match, which is probably going to be Brian Orton.
And that's how it should be. We don't need a boatload of cell matches.
Yeah. Unless they want to rehash the right back Punk match again from last year.
No. Please don't remind me of that match.
I think Hell in a Cell.
Well, they're fighting again. They're just not going to be in the cage in the cell.
No, they pretty much doing the same thing they did last year, this year. Except it's not for the WWE title, and Paul Heyman's on the other side.
Stupid.
That's true. But plus
think about it though. Think about it. This time last year, who was fighting for the WWE title? Punk and Ryback. Hell in a Cell.
I see where you go with that actually. I see where you're actually going with that, and you are right, because pretty much that's what they're doing, except this time the title's not on the line, and Ryback is going Heyman on his side instead of Punk.
Of a corner, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ryback still haven't beat Punk yet.
True.
So we're going to come out there talking like Stewie from Malcolm in the Middle. I still haven't. I still want another match.
Looking at
rehashes from hell, and since we're talking rehashes from Hell in a Cell, from last year's Hell in a Cell, that's how I see D. Brian Orton going down too. Because you know what I see going to happen? We going to have this another crooked referee moment.
Another Brad Maddox moment.
I'm saying, Big Show's going to be the referee. Big Show's going to be the referee, and Triple H going to tell him you need to do the right thing.
You said do the right thing. We're gonna
do the right thing, which is what? Screw people over?
Cry? What is that? What is that star?
He was best for business.
Right, best for business. I hate that tagline.
So
you know what's funny? You know what's funny, like, about that best for business line? Didn't Triple H use it? And I had to watch this. Like, I went from when he and Undertaker was setting up their Hell in a Cell from WrestleMania 28. I was like, Hunter, you were saying that shit back then, dude. Get you a new line, bro.
He's trying to get it over. He's trying to get the fans to say it with him and see them signs.
It was
and T-shirts.
Yeah, I'm about to say, damn it, at least when Vince knew. Yeah, at least when Vince knew what shit was getting played out. Like when he was the evil boss, he would change that shit up.
So when we want to talk about best for business, so sleeping with Stephanie was best for business, right?
Yeah, exactly. You see where you're in there?
Hey, you know what, y'all gonna blame him.
Triple H is not a side nigga. He's an end nigga. He's not a side nigga. He's an end nigga. He's in there. Shit. He could write your paycheck and fire you at the same damn time.
You know what? All his homies got paid for doing nothing, man.
You know what? You know what? I don't think you're working out. Here's $20,000. You're fired. There you go. Have a nice day.
Good luck on your future endeavors.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all can't jack on me now. Triple H got to be the realest nigga in the game.
Yeah, he got all his boys on payroll, man, doing nothing, man. All his boys on payroll.
As soon as he got positioned to be the boss, gave all his niggas a job. Shawn Michaels got a real business show. Kevin Nash got a contract, and he don't even do nothing.
Hayden Clark got a contract and don't even do nothing.
X-Pac probably got a contract and don't do it.
He don't have a contract, man. He's doing nothing.
Probably the Outlaws too. Probably got a contract.
Yeah, they do. They got a contract. They agents.
Yeah, because Billy Gunn is a trainer down at NXT.
Yeah. Right.
And Road Dogg's an agent. So all of them on payroll.
Yeah, X-Pac, he's actually a talent scout evaluator.
Which means doing nothing.
So what he does with the Divas, he talks about, hey, if you good enough, I'll sleep with you. How about we do a little, little partner like China?
Help Billy Kelly.
Oh, shit. About the only person that Triple H didn't help out yet was Scott Hall.
Yeah. Oh, Scott Hall's on his last leg. Shit.
Oh, I think Scott Hall's getting better though.
He's getting out in rehab. Fuck that shit.
And you know what? He gonna have he gonna be in that corner having a bunch of moonshots too.
Hey, wait, Scott Hall finna get paid too because he's in the new WWE game, so he finna get paid.
What? Yeah, and I do gotta say
he about to get paid 25 cents. That don't count.
Hold on. I do gotta sign everybody else on this one because let me tell you, I like Salt Scott. I've seen Scott recently, and I was like, hold on, he didn't even look anything close to being on anything because I was like, because what a couple people showed me when he came out to manage his son and be in his corner and stuff, I was like, they said shit, Scott looks better than he. Yeah, Scott's looked the best he's looked in a long time, man.
Man, DDP has really stepped it up, man, to help him get back on his feet.
Yeah, man. Him being there with DDP's done him a hell of a whole lot of good. Not only that, but it mended the relationship between him and his son. His son is up there with him too.
So what? So what? With him helping out, with DDP helping him out, he was like, hey, Scott, I can help you, like you, to quit drinking. You could be like me.
Oh, so this is pretty much, help me help you kind of shit.
Yeah, I can help you.
In the same way, Jake the Snake is trying to be in the Rumble next year.
Oh, God.
No, not at all.
Nah.
That's an epic fail, bro.
His son just started in the business this year.
So this is gonna be Razor Ramon 2.0.
If anything, like he's just like doing. He's just like pretty much just being him right now. But it's like he don't really have a gimmick other than like he's just like dressed up like in his dad's like outsider's gear.
No, okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming on the show. Everybody, stay after for the after
He's
show.
just a comment, man.
But everybody, don't start that shit. Everybody, tune in for WCC Uncensored tomorrow night after Monday Night Raw, and remember, always support your local wrestling in your community. So, and always look us up.
We don't do it live.
And everybody, look us up on WCC Live on Facebook and WCC 24/7, I believe, on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. But
YouTube. Yeah, that was you posting us.
Right.
I don't even remember. Anyway, everybody, have a good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Tiger Blow.